Hello everyone, welcome back to the nearly finished Evil Dead cabin, and here on Chaosville I shall be your master of horror for the evening, lying in bed one. So, it's actually kind of busy tonight, as it turns out. Today we are finally getting to my big project, which is the little thing that is at the end of Witchery that I'm really interested in. And I've done a bit of work here, finished up the chimney, and locked this up again. I put a lectern here, which has the nice side effect that I can put a book there, which would be fantastic. And I think underneath here, it isn't there just yet, because it requires, again, to Tinker's Construct a bit. I'm going to have an extended drawbridge, so then I can apply a redstone signal and these two sections will retract, and you'll be able to walk through the kettle, which we're actually going to have to use quite a bit today. And what I have in my inventory is going to be an interesting thing for you to see, so I've got the makings of a redstone soup, and the makings of something else that you'll see in a second. I also have an ent twig, because down here in my freshly upgraded to gold witchery box, I have a lot of rowan wood and a lot of rowan saplings, because I had basically none of them, so I was trying to get a whole bunch of them in supply, and an ent appeared. Because that's what happens every now and then when you're cutting down those trees. So you now have the opportunity to watch some footage, because I did manage to scramble and get Fraps up and running to record the battle with the Ent. It's not quite as epic as one might hope, but these aren't exactly big guys that are meant to be bosses. There are bosses in Witchery that we might get to later, but for now, enjoy this footage of an Ent battle. So, over there in the distance, you can just make out an Ent. It sort of resembles the rowan trees for the most part, but this one, rather unfortunately for it, managed to spawn inside of a rubber tree. So I took a few shots at it with my, you can see by his eyes and his mouth that he's very angry at me now. But I took a few pot shots with the bow, but it doesn't really do all that much damage. However, Ents have a vulnerability to axes, and as you can see, they have a melee attack which hurls you up in the air, sort of Iron Golem style. You can also see from the animation there it's got some roots. And it drops saplings for the most part, and an ent twig. Just take down this creeper quickly. And you can also see from the surroundings that it also spawns a bunch of foliage, and yep, there we go. And bye, Dave. So, yeah, an ent twig is the key component of making a mutating sprig. You can also use it to make an enchanted branch using some of the rites of infusion. But we are mostly just interested in it as the mutating sprig, because with the mutating sprig you can make a whole ton of stuff, ranging from toads and owls to the ender bramble, which I really want to install some of that around the forest a bit, as well as parasitic louses and all sorts. The first two on my list, what we'll have to get is probably the snare, I believe, is that what it's called? Yes, the critter's snare. And there's a similar thing that this will grab small animals like bats, and there's a similar thing whose name escapes me at the moment, which is used for holding items, which is also useful when you're actually using the mutating branch again. But the recipe for that is just that surrounded in mutanted extremists, so fairly straightforward. But now, let me get to work making this. And ooh, I did not realize I could stand on that like that. Interesting. Functions as a stairs. It's gonna be a lot easier when I have the drawbridge installed, that's for sure. Okay, so make sure I don't set myself on fire. Water. And let's see if we can get this right the first time. Redstone. Tongue of dog. Drop of luck. Will of bat. Belladonna. Mandrake. And she's gone green and she's gone red. And that's all that she wrote for that. So that is a redstone soup, that's the last ingredient. Now, you're probably wondering what that makes. That is a part of the Spirit of Otherware. And you get a potion of swiftness, redstone soup, 2 eyes of ender, drop of luck, and a wool of bat. And you have an altar with 4,000 power in it. And we have one that's just over 5,000 in the back. And if you use that inside of the Rite of Infusion, with a lot of Otherware chalk, you can get to be a Spirit of Otherware infusion. What is that, you might ask? Well, it is an infusion which is Witchcraft's basic access to pretty much permanent superpowers. So there's the Spirit of Light, which makes you able to turn invisible, among other things. There's the Spirit of Earth, which basically turns you into an avatar, Legends of the Avatar, or whatever you want to call it, Earthbender. There's the Infernal Animus, which allows you to recruit evil mobs to your cause and sacrifice them for buffs. And there is the Spirit of the Otherwhere, which turns you into something more superior to an Enderman. So it allows you to basically teleport at will, including across dimensions, and you can even drag people along with you. But to use an Infusion, you need to actually have what's called a Witch's Hand. So next clip of here is me heading over to a known Stonehenge, which is a witchery structure, and spawns witches at night. So I'm going to go over there and I'm going to grab my Witch's Hand. Okay, so over here we have a henge. And firstly, this has loot in the middle of it, and it also has some cobwebs, which I might steal at some point. I can't need those. You can see the smoke coming off of it, because underneath here is a pair of witch spawners. And is that, has this actually been looted? Yeah. Of course it has, because Nipty found it. I'm surprised he hasn't looted the spawners themselves, actually. So we need to wait for a witch to spawn, which might be a little bit of a while, because Shin and Duncan just slept, and with the number of people on the server, that is presently enough to actually sleep. So I will hang around a little bit, but this is one of the main structures you can find coming out of witchery. There's also the Wicker Man, which you may have seen in some other people's videos. That might actually be the end of it. But the Wicker Man is interesting because if you get Demon Hearts, which you can only do by summoning, which is a very expensive ritual, then you can make the Bloodied Wicker Man structure, which you can burn to summon a particular boss. There's the Huntsman of the Wild Hunt. Ooh, chiseled stone bricks. I might steal these. This place isn't going to be standing for much longer anyways. Actually, I wonder if we can engineer them spawning. That would be handy, wouldn't it? So let's just get ourselves a... That is a piece of witchwood off the ground. That's a little strange. Okay, let's get there. Okay, there we go. There is a witch right away. So let's just kill you as quickly as we can. There we go. And... Witch Hand. Okay, so this is used to activate all the superpowers that you will get from having an infusion. So let's hop back and I shall begin the ritual. Okay, so I actually got some interesting stuff there. So, like, for example, I hit up a chest on the way back underneath a spider tree and I got a steadfast drone. These things, if memory serves, are like basically like adventure loot only, so that's fun. But I have my Spirits of the Otherwhere. You get 2 of them from a single attempt. You might be able to get more if you have the Witch's Robes and the Witch's Hat on. But it is night time, so let's count our blessings and see if we can actually get this done. I do have my Death Protection Poppet on. And hopefully we're not going to find a creeper, because almost everything else will just ignore me. Okay, so we need a 7 by 11. Let me see now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ew, okay, we're going to have to do some fudging. But that's fine. I really need to think of something to do with this. Oh, dawn is arising. Okay, so the 6th block in both directions. I do not have my golden chalk. That figures. Okay, well, anyways, the book on circle magic shows us the scalings. So it is 5, and I can see a creeper off to my right. But he's wandering away. Yeah, you better run. Okay. It is 5 shapes and 3 on either side, so the 3rd block in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Join them up. 1, 2, 3, and 5. 1, 2. Oh, bye, Duncan. Don't mind me, I'm just getting superpowers. Okay, now I really like the effects from the other glyphs, so this looks pretty cool as far as I'm concerned. And that is the middle. And yeah, it is free. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and I'm just out there. Good thing I have spares. 1, 2, 3, because you get 2 from making ritual chalk. There we go. Okay, so now I just need to go and fetch gold chalk, and we can get this on the move. And then I'll maybe, depending on how much time we have, I might show off a little bit as to what you can do with this stuff. Where is my gold chalk? I know I had some gold. Where's it gone? That is kind of bizarre. Here, gold chalk, gold chalk, gold chalk. Wherever you are. That is a bit of a pain. Okay, well that's fine. We can just make some more, because I do have a spare ritual chalk here. So we just need gold, a bit of redstone, and some dandelion yellow. I could put this down, but I've already got something in that. And then I have to do part of the other wire a bit more. I don't know where that's gone. That's really weird. Totally bizarre. Okay, so a bit of dandelion yellow, which I of course have absolutely none of. Well, all I have is with roses. But that was gold nuggets, wasn't it? Yes, 3 gold nuggets. Doop. And a drop of redstone, which I also got from that chest, so that's great. I can't believe I've somehow lost that gold chalk. I don't know how that's happened. Just make sure I'm not going blind. No, I'm not going blind, it's just vanished. Strangeness happens. Okay, well, fortunately we have some yellow flowers right here. Gets us that. Perfect. And we need this to write the heart glyph, which is at the core of all rituals and is used to activate them. There we go, golden chalk. Now, I don't know specifically if this requires night, but I think we're about to find out. So, do you want to get infused as well? This will be interesting. Okay. And that is the sound of my death protection puppet going away, but you can see on the left-hand side there, I now have a purplish bar, which is my infusion. And the first thing that I can do is teleport. And I can do this even over long range, so let's see, let's pick a target over there. There we are. That is fantastic. Now if I go back to the house, you can see how very little that's actually using. The bar does go down as you use your abilities, especially if you use the more expensive ones. Just me randomly teleporting around like this isn't using up much of any. But let's see. My left click takes us up into the air, which I can then save myself by pointing straight down. And I can also set a home point, which let's set that inside of our front room. Let me see if I remember how to do this. Is a left click. There we go, recall point. So now, at any point, if I shift and click the right click, I will teleport back to here. So, let's go over here, and bingo, and that will work across dimensions, and if I left click someone while I'm doing it, they come with me. So now we've got a fantastic transport method. So next time, I hope you've enjoyed this action-packed episode. We'll be setting up a circle of charging. Let me see if I can pull that up here. Ritual of charging. Recharge infused power by standing in the circle. Lasts indefinitely but requires 40 seconds. Potion of regeneration to start it. Ult power 4000. We'll probably set that up near the back then. Requires a big circle, but once we've gotten it set, we can just get rid of everything but the hieroglyph and it will keep going. And that will provide a place that we can just stand, and our infused power on the left hand side there will just charge up as it goes. Perfect. So then we can just keep moving. But I am now the most maneuverable person in existence. So I think that's pretty cool. There are certain range limits, but just teleporting around normally doesn't use any power. So that's pretty cool, I think. And with that, I shall catch you all next time. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and or a favourite. Follow me on Twitter and subscribe to be notified of future updates. You can also check out the website where most other content is uploaded. That's all for now. Catch you later.